It was the perfect night. Daniel and I had been together for 3 years, and when he proposed, it felt like magic. I said yes without hesitation. The ring he gave me was antique, beautiful, intricate, and oddly cold to the touch. But I didn't think much of it at the time. At first, everything felt like a dream. The wedding planning was going smoothly, and Daniel seemed more attentive than ever. But then, strange things started happening. I'd wake up in the middle of the night to hear faint whispers. Sometimes, I'd catch Daniel staring at me with a smile that didn't quite look like his. I thought it was just stress. But then came the dreams. In the dreams, I'd find myself standing in an endless field, shrouded in mist. A shadowy figure would watch me from far away, silent and unmoving. Every time, it felt closer, even though I couldn't see its face. When I woke up, I could still feel it watching me. The night before the wedding, I couldn't sleep. I stayed up, staring at the ring on my finger. Something about it felt wrong. When I searched online, I found articles about an artifact called the Collector's Band. Stories about a cursed ring that bound people not in love, but in servitude. The accounts all ended the same way. The bride disappeared, and the groom changed. I tried to take the ring off, but it wouldn't budge. The more I pulled, the tighter it seemed to grip my finger, as if it had fused with my skin. I didn't sleep that night, and in the morning, the wedding wasn't what I expected. We'd planned an outdoor ceremony, surrounded by friends and family. But when I walked down the aisle, it was different. The venue was a vast cathedral I'd never seen before, glowing with an unearthly light. The guests were there, but their faces were blurry, like I was looking at mannequins. And Daniel, he stood at the altar, smiling, but it wasn't a smile I recognized. When it came time to exchange vows, he took my hands and said something I'll never forget.
With this ring, I complete the vow. Together, we are eternal.
The moment he slid the ring back onto my finger, I felt it, like something shifted inside me. I repeated the vow, but my voice didn't feel like my own. And then, I saw it. My shadow moved on its own. It stretched across the floor, longer and darker than it should have been, and then it stood up. It was the figure from my dreams, but it wasn't watching me anymore. It was me. The shadow stepped into me, and for a moment, I felt nothing, like a piece of my soul had been ripped away. When I looked at Daniel, his eyes glowed faintly, reflecting something ancient, something hungry. The ceremony ended, and we left that cathedral hand in hand. Outside, the world was frozen in twilight. The sun never set, but it never rose either. I realized then I wasn't his bride. I was his vessel. The ring wasn't a promise of love. It was a seal, a binding. And now I'm trapped in his world, forever. Sometimes, when I look in the mirror, it's not my reflection staring back. It's the shadow, smiling, waiting. And when I close my eyes at night, I hear his voice again.
Forever, Sarah, you promised.